Everybody, hope everybody's having a good time tonight. Let me do a little phone adjustment here. Let me see if I can get this set up right before we get going. How's everybody doing tonight? Whew, look at that hair. Tell me that ain't luxurious. Tell me that ain't luxurious. While we wait on everybody to come in, let's say everybody check out that Mud Flap app. Got a description, promo code down there in the old description box. Jerome telling everybody to check out Mud Flap. Don in the house. Don coming in second tonight. Very good on getting in here on time. I appreciate that, Don. Thanks for that. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm chilling, waiting on a load, and I ain't even mad about it. Because I'm getting paid to sit here, so I'm okay with it. I got a day of layover from the broker because I guess the load was originally scheduled for today, but then they moved it back to tomorrow. I didn't even know about it. Like, by the time the load got to me, it was like, hey, pick it up tomorrow. I was like, okay, like I'm fine with that. And come to find out, the load had some money on it for it not being ready today. So I was like, well, that's good. I mean, I was planning on sitting here for free. I mean, the load pays really good anyway, so why not? Why not? Matt's in the house. What's up, Cash from Michigan? Not much. Chilling. Just went and ate a little dinner. Getting ready to, I think what I'm going to do, I'm about 20 miles from my customer right now. I know I pick up at this place a lot. I know they got parking, they got restrooms, they got, they got everything you need. So I'm probably going to go chill over there tonight. That way I'm at the T8 now. That way somebody else can have this parking spot tonight. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I don't need to sit here. I got no reason to sit here, so let it get dark, let all the traffic die down, kind of sort of what I'm thinking. Appreciate everybody coming in. Hit that like app in the description. Get yourself some fuel. Get me some fuel. Works out good for everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, appreciate you coming in, Matt. Thank you for that. Jerome Jones, can you file your leased onto tags? Like file your own IFTA or I'm not sure. I'm not sure the question there, Jerome. If you could, I don't pick up on stuff so easy. Sometimes you got to really explain it out. Sorry, had a sandwich, still got it in my teeth. Can you file for IFTA if you using the company you're leased onto's tags? I mean, I'm sure you can. The company I'm leased onto, they do my IFTA for me. I mean, I pay it, but they file it. So, and I run their tag. It's the same to me to go get the tag myself versus running their tag. The way it works is you pay for it up front, like I would if I was going to get it myself. But the thing of it is when you leave, if you were to quit, they will credit you the amount of money left on that tag and they'll transfer it to a different truck, I guess. I'm not sure. Don't plan on leaving, so I don't really care, Tags are expensive in Minnesota, man. They're like $2,000 for a tag. I remember back in Tennessee, they were like $1,050 for a tag. I'm like, when I moved to Minnesota, it was a little bit of a shock, First time I went to get a tag in Minnesota, I was like, here's that $1,000. Thank you, sir. And they was like, yeah, we'll be needing another one of those. We'll take 2 of those. So, yeah. Stick in the house 3 likes. Hit that like for me if you could. But, yeah, Jerome, I appreciate you signing up for Mudflap. Jerome is he's saving money. He's making it happen. It's a good deal, man. I mean, it's a good deal. That's why I promote it so much. It ain't like I make a lot off of it, Like you get 10 here and there, and then anybody that signs up with my promo code, I get a penny for every gallon of fuel they buy. So it's not a ton of money I'm getting from it, So far I've made like 11 or $12 off of it, you know. But the main reason I'm promoting it is because of the fact of, I want to help everybody out, man. That's a good savings right there. I'm saving, like, I got a Love's fuel discount, and I use that in certain places because I do like to be at least, I like to be on that level of free showers at Love's, and Mudflap hasn't got their network filled out completely. Like, I'm going to North Carolina right now, and I know if I have to buy fuel in North Carolina, it's like Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, down to Texas, Kansas. They're doing real good in that area. So, you know, it's a good situation. Is this lagging a lot on y'all's end? I don't know. I've got my second phone going over here, and it looks like it's lagging a lot on it. I may have to cut this second phone off. I did switch to Verizon. I'm on Verizon now. This weekend, that was one of my projects for. I took off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I took off 5 days this week, so the weekly recap is going to be pretty simple. I done got the numbers crunched on it. I did one little load from Minnesota down here to Illinois, so nothing major there. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in. Like I say, if you could hit that like button for me, that'll push us out to more people. We can get more conversation going. Let's see here. Sword and Shield, what's up, Cash? Not much. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. Don says the driver is always the last to know. Ain't that the truth, man? Funny you say that, man. I was in here getting a sandwich earlier, and I'm at a TA in Morris. I guess I'll say it because most of the time I don't like to say the exact truck stop I'm at because, like, petty people out there, you know what I mean? Somebody could come, like, sabotage your equipment or, you know what I mean? I don't know. I get a lot of hateful emails and a lot of hateful comments, even though I try to just put the positivity out there, but sometimes you get a little negativity back, It is what it is. The universe is full of positive and negatives. But yeah, as far as the driver being the last to know. So I was here, I'm at the Morris TA, and it's basically a Swift headquarters because there's a Costco distribution across the street, and Swift's got that big Costco contract, as we all know. And I just came over here to hang out this afternoon. It's kind of in between where I got empty and where I'm going to get reloaded. And I was dead dog tired, man, going from, like, it's funny. Going to the house as a trucker, my wife is like, she's more like, okay, you've been on vacation because you ain't been chasing kids around. Now it's your turn to chase kids around and drive them all over God's creation. And, because that's what I want to do when I get off the road is drive all over Minneapolis, going here, going there, going here, going there. But hey, you do what you got to do. And, man, sometimes getting back on the road is a little bit of our afternoon nap. If I was at the house today, there would have been something going on. So do not let this part get back to the house. I'm glad nobody at the house watches my lives. They don't watch my videos, I told my daughter the other day I was monetized on YouTube, and she was like, "Oh wow, 1,000 people signed up to watch you." I was like, from the heart, thank you. You know what I mean? Like don't think you're gonna step up too many pegs before you get knocked down around my house. But anyway, I was in here at the TA, and they got a little sandwich shop in there, and they got a Our Family restaurant in there, and they got a barrier up that, like, an NFL running back couldn't get through to get to this restaurant, and there's a men's restroom right there. And this guy, I was standing there. They got a bunch of like deli stuff in a cooler blocking the entrance to the R restaurant. I was looking at the stuff in the deli cooler, and some guy walks up to me and he's looking around. He's like, is this place closed? And I was like, well, I don't know, the lights are off. There's a huge barrier blocking the entrance, so possibly, I'm just like, I hate to be rude, but I'm like, like, how do you find your way out of bed in the morning? Like, Like the lights are off. You know, you walk over here like you finna walk in and get something to eat. I'm just like, I don't know. This area I've noticed, like I checked Uber Eats and stuff like that here. Because I wasn't too crazy, but they got like a little Philly cheesesteak place in there, and that's a lot of bread, and I'm trying to stay away from the um, I'm on a weight loss, getting better shape goal, so I did not want to eat all that, so but I got a Philly cheese bacon sandwich. It was okay. I give it an okay. It was not a lot of bread. Like it wasn't like a Subway roll. It wasn't that big, like huge piece lump of loaf of bread. So you know, but still not exactly what I wanted. Um, I would have much preferred to. I would have much preferred to had like a steak or something. I like to I like to treat myself. Um, but is what it is. On Friday, I typically do stuff like that on Friday. But what's everybody else up to today? That's me. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm a doing. Um, $10 super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Lolly Sanders. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate that. If everybody could, we got 11 in the house. We got 3 likes. Hit that like button for me. Let's get these numbers up, please, and thank you. If you're not subscribed, think about for subscribing as well. We will put out numbers this week, even though I took off 5 of the 7 days this week. I see this guy carrying a broom out of the TA. It's one of those big, nice, fancy orange brooms. I bet he gave like $40 for that broom. For like 20 more, he could have went to Home Depot and got a leaf blower. Uh, you can get the cheap leaf blower for about 60, $70, guys. Every truck should have a leaf blower on it, in my opinion. I have a Ryobi. I get about $100 for mine. Worth the money. Let me tell you, especially if you got a reefer, man, I got a broom back there. It is tough getting that broom down in those grooves. And if there's any kind of moisture in that trailer, that broom is really tough to push. So get you a leaf blower. Get you a leaf blower. Let's see here. Let's kick on a little light. Oh, that did not do good. I look pink, pinkish orange. Got my luxurious hair going. Let's see where we're at. Don says the driver is always the last to know. That is a fact right there. James Myro says, good evening, Cash. Heading back from Tallahassee to Tampa. Just wondering how the weather is up there. Drive safe. Really nice weather here. I'm going to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the deal of it is, it was warmer in Minnesota today than it was in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was 83 in Minnesota when I checked it earlier. So yeah, it's yeah, it's it's a little chilly down there right now. It was 80 degrees here this afternoon. Like I said, I slept all afternoon. I came over here at about I got here at about noon. I woke up. Got here about noon. I cleaned the truck a little, not a lot. Cleaned the truck a little. I'd been out of it for a week. I threw some groceries away that I'd left in there. Um, some stuff like that. Just went through about an hour of doing stuff like that, and then I said, you know what, screw this. I went to sleep for a little while. About 4 hours I slept, so that's always fun. Thank you, Kangaroo Trucker. You're the man. I appreciate you coming in. Kangaroo Trucker says, anyone been to the Petro in Columbia, South Carolina? Obviously, it's NASCAR country. There was a car stuck upside down on the ceiling. Money's no object in Columbia. Jeez. A car stuck upside down on its ceiling. At the Petro? Jeez Louise, man. What are people doing these days? Um, let's see here. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in, James. James has got that gravy run, Tallahassee to Tampa. I mean, like, dude, like, way to settle in on the gravy. You know what I mean? Like when he found his biscuit, he said extra gravy on mine. I mean, like, I love running that part of the country. You know, as an owner operator, it's not always the greatest money to run that area, but man, Tampa up around the Panhandle, man, I love it down there. That is good. So yeah, appreciate you coming in, listening on the road, James. Thank you again. I don't know if I said thank you, Kangaroo Trucker. Thank you a lot for that super chat. Um, I'm sure my wife has got something she'll spend that on. Um, not to give her too much crap. She's somewhat frugal. She has her moments. You know what I mean? It's like a roller coaster with her. It's like don't spend no money, then spend a lot of money. Don't spend no money, spend a lot. So it's like it's ebb and flow. You know what I mean? You save it up, and then it's all gone. You save it up, then it's all gone. Oh man, I can't say much. I'm the same way though. I like to spend money. I don't have a lot of things. You know what I mean? I don't really spend money on things. Let me adjust this. I can never get this phone holder right. That's my next agenda. So, with my last two YouTube checks and some money from me, I chipped in. I bought me a new phone to go back to Verizon. So maybe my signal will be better. Oh man, excuse me. Jerome Jones says mud flaps is good. 30 cents off fuel in Kentucky. Better customer service than Love's. Yeah, I've never had to really deal with the Love's like customer service end of things. I like Love's. It's of all the major chains, it's my favorite. But like even with my 19-cent discount the other day, Sap Brothers on Mud Flap beat that 19-cent discount by another 19 cents. You know what I mean? So like it's like for the price on the pump, there was like 33 cents off, and the truck stop Sap Brothers was already a nickel cheaper than Love's to begin with. So, like, I don't know, it blew them out of the water. I was like, like when I'm buying 160, 170 gallons of fuel, like it just is what it is. Like, I am, I'm going with the cheapest, especially if I like the truck stop. That was the Sap Brothers in Peru, Illinois, down there where 80 and 39, I think it's 80 and 39 connect right there. I used to have to go right there and pick up that damn Hardy board siding right there when I was with Western Express. Good place to get loaded. Not a good place. Well, I mean, I guess if you're an owner operator, it might pay. JB Hunt's got the contract there, so we never know with that, do we? Oh, let me get some water here. So yeah, I had a little maintenance done on the truck while I was off. She just hit 500,000 miles, so I took her in, showed her a little love. Got the differentials changed out, the fluids changed out, and the diffs. I guess it already had full synthetic in it, but that's a 500,000. Just hit 500,000 miles, so I took her in, showed her a little love. Got the differentials changed out, the fluids changed out, and the diffs. I guess it already had full synthetic in it, but that's a 500,000 mile interval thing there. So we knocked that out. I do need to get an overhead done on it because that's due at 500,000, but I couldn't get that done by the place I wanted to get it done. There's the diff change. That's pretty much any lube place you pull in, they can knock that out. But the Detroit shop that I wanted to get the overhead done at, they are currently 10 days behind. 10 days behind on service work. I don't know. Like, I tell, young people that they ain't got no direction. I tell them, if you don't want to be a truck driver, because that's the thing I can give you the most advice on is how to get into the money being a truck driver. If you don't want to be a truck driver, go be a diesel mechanic. When I was in high school, that was actually what I was going to do, is go to Nashville Auto Diesel College. And I got to tell you, I kind of wish I'd have done that as a kid. I kind of flaked out on it. It was one of those things. It was like a 18-month, 20-month program, something like that. And I couldn't commit to 5 minutes of anything back then. I was all over the place. So, but boy, nowadays I'm wishing I'd followed through on that plan, because I went and visited the college. I could have got the financing for it. I mean, it wasn't super expensive, but yeah, kind of wish I had followed through with that. Kind of wish I'd followed through. Yeah, 30 cents off fuel, man. Like, that's no joke on Mudflap. 30 cents off. Like, and that's not that rare, honestly. Like, I still, I think I seen one the other day. It was a station that had just signed up. I think in an email, it was like 35 cents off a gallon. And the place I bought Sap Brothers the other day was 33 cents off a gallon. That is nothing to play about. Don says yes. All right. James Morrow, it does seem to be lagging. I thought it was my phone because I'm in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's already tripped it once where it shut off. So it's probably a little bit on my end, man. I can't win with phone service. And I have noticed a lot of YouTube guys going live that are getting lag server and, all that technical jargon I don't know about. But, there's certain times of day when it's like, I guess a lot of people are live. It like overloads the system or whatever. So, I don't know. We'll see. 12 in the house, 8 likes. If y'all could hit that like button, let's get the party started up in here. What y'all think about that thumbnail, that pig hood ornament? Did everybody see that? Truck stop, and I seen that hood ornament. That was a nice truck, man. It wasn't like, for a truck that nice, man. It was not clean though. It was dirty as dirty can be. But he had chrome all over that thing. But he was parked right next to the blue beacon, so maybe he had plans to. Maybe he had plans. Maximum Raid says, Cash baby, missed your last couple shows. 10.4 going this week. Where you at, brother? Dang. 10.4. There you go. I don't believe you. It's achievable these days, man. These guys that give a hard time about this fuel economy, man, they just don't know about these new trucks with it. Like my friends over there running teams out west, and I mean they got a new Volvo, the big one. I think it's a 680. They got the big one, man, and that joker, they running 75 everywhere with old trailers, like old LTL trailers. No skirts, rusted out. Just old junk trailers. And I mean, they 75 mile an hour everywhere they go, and they're getting like 7.6, 7.8. And that's getting down the road with it. I told him, I said, you ought to see what that truck would do at 63, 64 mile an hour for a week. Of course, they get paid by the mile, so they ain't, and they run team, they ain't trying to ride no 63, but, and that's the advice I told them. I was like, don't try to test the truck and see, because they were like, well, they were thinking about running the truck like it was theirs to see a real world, what would it be like? And I'm like, I wouldn't even do that. I'd run it wide open. As fast as they'll let you run it, that's how fast I'd run it. Make as much money as possible, and then when you're ready, give them their truck back and go buy your own. That's the way I would do it. Because, these new trucks, man, they ain't no joke. I mean, you think 7.6, 7.8 running out west going 75 mile an hour. They do pull that L heavy all the time, but it's like no deadhead either, because it's like, drop a loaded trailer, pick up a loaded trailer, and go, So I'm impressed with that. And 10.4, dang, man. There you go. I'm in Illinois. I'm out here in Morris. Um, my watch is telling me I've been sitting for too long. I throw this some bitch out the window. It keeps bossing me around like that. Um, but yeah, I'm over here in Morris, Illinois. I'm at that TA right across from that big Costco distribution center. I was out here about 2 months ago delivering watermelons over there. But probably not going to stay here tonight. I'm going to get up and bounce on out to my pickup in the morning. I got an 8 a.m. pick in the morning. I got to be in North Carolina Monday morning, and we're going to get on with it. It looks like on the paperwork they sent me, it looks like it's going to be about 20,000 pound load. I'm hoping it stays at 20,000 pounds, but I pick up there a lot. I know that place. A lot of times it's contracted up to like 40,000 pounds. So, if an order comes in and they want to throw it on there, they're going to throw it on there. You know, I ain't hating. It pays dang good. It's like 1,000 miles with deadhead, and it's paying over 36. It's paying like 36 and some change. It's got a weird fuel surcharge on it, so it's not an even number. But it's over 360 a mile, even with my 40-mile deadhead to get down there to get it. So, if they want to they want to put some more product on there, I ain't hating on it. Do what you got to do to keep paying me that money. That's what I say. Don, appreciate you coming in, Don. There's Kangaroo Trucker. We getting down here finally. I'm way behind on way behind. Thank you for coming in, Kangaroo Trucker. Kangaroo Trucker is the man over there at ATS. If you guys want to go to ATS, you need to get a hold of him. Check out his YouTube channel. I like his YouTube channel. It's good stuff. And he's over there at ATS. Y'all go check him out. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I like talking to Kangaroo Trucker. He's got an interesting journey into trucking. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing about trucking, man. It's like people come from all over, everywhere, from every background to become truck drivers. It's a weird. I think it's like being a cowboy back in the day. You know what I mean? It's just like when you want some adventure, you go get your CDL. I was watching a Team Tiny video. I don't know if y'all watch Team Tiny on YouTube. He was kind of talking about that the other day about, it's the last like sense of like freedom, and I can agree to that. And if you want to go to work for a good company, check out ATS. I'm not going to give them a free commercial because I don't know that much about them, but Kangaroo Trucker seems like a pretty smart guy, and he's pretty happy over there. So yeah, I know some people that's been over there before, and it always worked out good for them. I like any company that's willing to share the profits with me. That's why I like that percentage they got. You can get paid mileage or percentage, whichever's more. And, I got respect for that. Al John's in the house. Hey, man, what's up, Al John's? You surviving down there on the Gulf, man? Like, what is up with that? Al John says, I need a Gulfport, Mississippi to Jackson run, LOL. Whew. That's rough going on down there right now. James Morrow says it took me 15 years to get that route. Yeah, no doubt. That's a sweet route, man, from Tampa to Tallahassee. Like, hello. Like, that, I guarantee you that ain't one of those you walk in the door and say, hey, I want that Tallahassee to Tampa. They're like, screw you. Here's a Tallahassee to Detroit, or something like that. Like get real. Al John says 18 to 20 months. What the hell do you become, a diesel doctor? Yeah, no, man, that was an in-depth little course they had there. It was like 6 days a week. I think you went to that. Like you lived there on campus, or they had dorms. It was a pretty big place. At the time, if you wanted a good mechanic job, that was one of those places you went. I actually, in my other business, I had a guy that went there, and then he graduated. Like he went through the whole course, and then he came to work for me because this was like 2010, 2011. The economy was garbage. So he came to work for me because I was hiring, and you know, not many diesel shops, not many trucking companies. I mean, I'd already got rid of my trucking at that point. I was out. I was out. That was a tough gig at that point. He got better. He moved on and went to work somewhere. Like a starting tech. You know, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. But yeah, I wish I would have done that, man. Because diesel mechanics, like, whoo, you can pretty much pick your poison at this point. 18 to 20 months is an eternity to a young kid, right? Yeah, man. When I was 18 years old, man, I went and looked at the campus because I lived about 60 to 70 miles away. I would have definitely wanted to stay on campus. I would not have wanted to travel that twice a day, 60 in, 60 back, because it would not have been a fun ride. So I went and looked at the campus. I mean, like, they had it going on. I mean, it was crazy, man. They had a big diesel. It was called Nashville Auto Diesel College. I think it's still there. But they had a big paint and body shop. They taught paint and body as well. You could add on, like, you could stay for like another 3 or 4 months and learn to do paint and body, or you could take it as its own course. Go in depth on it. And I looked into it, man. Like 18, 20 months, though, it just felt like, oh my God, what am I going to do for 18 to 20 months? And, like, I probably could have just got me a little part-time job there and, survived. And toughed it out and made, by this point in life, like, I'm entrepreneurial by heart. You know what I mean? Like, even when I was a kid, I was raising animals and stuff like that, trying to make a buck, And so, yeah, by this point, I'd probably have my own diesel shop by this point. I could have been sticking it to you guys by this point. But, yeah, that's not funny because, I own truck now. Let's see, Al Johns, it's a whole lifetime. Yeah, man. You think about when you're 18, 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years. Hell, that's like 15% of your life. You're like, like, and plus, I think if I'd have like took some time off from high school and not went straight from high school into that, because I think that was what was bumming me out. I was like, I just went through 13 years of school. Do I really want to sign up for another 2 years of school? When I could go get this high paying $6 an hour factory job. Oh, I was killing it for $6 an hour. Oh, man. DIY Semi in the house. What's up, DIY Semi? Appreciate you coming in. I just put your video in my watch later. He puts out everybody go check out DIY Semi. He's got a series going every Friday. He puts out a video called Trucking Money. It's not about money in trucking. It's about your money outside of trucking, which I appreciate. Because, you're like, maybe I should fund my 401k this year. Stuff like that. Just get you on the right mindset. You know what I mean? Everybody check that out. That's good stuff. And thanks for coming in, DIY Semi. We got 13 in the house, 11 likes. Everybody hit that thumbs up for me if you could. We're just in Illinois, chilling on a Friday. Finna take a little ride down the road here in a minute to my customer. I got to pick up at 8 in the morning. No need to check in tonight. I've done that before. Went in the night before. They're like, yeah, we don't check you in the day before. You got to show up at 6 in the morning. So I'm like, okay. But that's what's happening, DIY Semi. Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Al John says, I drive 30 miles a day, but hit 15 to 26 customers. Liquor stores, package stores, restaurants, etc. 6.8 miles per gallon. 6.8 miles per gallon is pretty darn good just to be, bouncing around town all day. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with those numbers. So I take it you found you something you like, Al Johns. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I know at one point they were trying to rip you off. So I hope you found you a job that you like down there. Let's see. Dan Terralecki in the house. Do you ever make it to Michigan? Yeah, I go up that way. I'm on a I'm on a strict West. I mean, I joke, but I'm pretty much open to go anywhere, but the money's got to be right. It's like most of the time I go to preferred. These are my preferreds. From Minnesota to North Carolina, because I know I can get out of North Carolina back to Minnesota without taking a huge hit. So I typically go from, like, that's my first choice, down to North Carolina. Then if there's nothing there any good and the money's right to go to Florida, I'll go to Florida. If that's not right, then my other spot is like um, East Texas, Louisiana area, because I know I can get out of there. Maybe Mississippi area. I know I can get out of there. Okay, back to Minnesota. And if we can't do that, if the money's really good, I'll go to Jersey. But you better come straight with that money. Don't come to me on a Jersey run for like half money. I don't even negotiate on Jersey. If you ain't got a stack of cash, I'm not interested. Because of the toll roads, because do you do good to get out of there at $1 a mile back to, you know what I mean? Honestly, I think like um certain areas of the Northeast are worse than Florida to me. It's like, okay, maybe you get $1.50 to come out of North Florida parts of the year, but you're not paying it all out in tolls either. That's the problem with the North, is there's no mountains. That's another thing. Like when I'm in Jersey, and they're like, "Oh, you got to come out of Jersey for $1.50 a mile." It's the best I can find. I'm so disappointed in that, because I'm like, well, if we're coming back to Minnesota or Chicago, you got toll roads, toll roads, toll roads, and mountains, and it's just like, you know, to me, Jersey it's got to cost average for $1 a mile coming out. So if I want to be at like $2.50 to $3 a mile, and you want me to go to Jersey, well, it's got a cost average at like $4 to $5 a mile, because by the time I come out of there, we're going to tack on $1 a mile for the average of going in and coming out. So if I go in for $4 a mile in and out, and that's lowball to me for Jersey, because you're going to eat up a huge chunk of that either going around the toll roads and time and diesel and wear and tear, or you're going to pay them toll roads. And yeah, so if they call me about Jersey, I always like, it is an area I'm trying to learn, because we do have some customers that go in there and they pay. Like, I've been to Jersey twice in about the past 2-3 months. Um, the first one from Minnesota over to Jersey was like $4,700. That's almost $4 a mile. And then the second one was basically the same run, and that one paid $5,400, which was over $4 a mile. So, with those, I can work with those numbers. But with North Carolina, I don't have to make, like a tremendous amount of money, because I know I can get $2 a mile coming out of North Carolina. So if I can do 3 going in, 2 coming out, it averages out to 250, and that's kind of like, here lately, that's kind of my strategy, is about like to keep it in that 250 range. It's just where I think it needs to be. It's just me. But yeah, I get to Michigan occasionally. I was up there. Um, I don't know. I was up there a few months back. I was up in like Ann Arbor area. I grabbed a load of produce out of there coming down to Ohio. It was a good paying load for a short load. It was like picked up on a Sunday, delivered on a Monday. Good little chunk of change. Um, I used to go to Michigan a lot. I used to go up to I used to run Canada a lot. So through Detroit over the Ambassador all the time. Preferably, I like the middle of Michigan, the middle up the center, like that rural area up there. I don't know. I like that. I like that area. Mr. Eagle says, when running, getting a Pete 389. Yeah, I like those trucks. I like those trucks a lot. Probably won't be getting one anytime soon, though. Unfortunately, not in my budget for a 389. I do like them, though. I do like them. Kangaroo Trucker says, thought of you today. Heard someone call it Illinois. Yeah, Illinois. Bring some noise. I should have made that the title of the video. Doggone it. I always miss it by this much, having a good idea. Mr. Eagle says, when are you getting a 389? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, not for any time soon. I wish I was, but I'm not. I did see that one today, though. I was walking through the parking lot. I like that hood ornament, that little, I like that little chrome pig. I need to get me one of those to go on my Freightliner, my freight shaker. I just think of like putting anything on a not a Columbia, a Cascadia. Putting anything on a Cascadia is like, why bother? You know what I mean? Like they are what they are. Like I'm not gonna put any stickers on mine. I'm not gonna put any hood ornaments. I'm not gonna put any chrome. You know, I see these guys. They got. I do like them. They do look nice. Those replacement grills for the Cascadia. It's like a wire mesh looking front grill, but I don't know. You know, these things are designed the way they're designed for a reason. So I hate to go changing it too much. You know, there's probably something the way the grill's made on this that gets the air in there better or something. You go put a different one on there, all of a sudden you're changing everything up. So 11 in the house, 13 likes. Hit that like button for me if you could, if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We talk trucking all the time. I'm live. I do at least one recorded video a week. I was doing two, and I'd like to be in the 2 or 3 range really on recorded videos, but when the freight market, oh thank God he cut that truck off. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but that thing had some rattles to it. Let's see here. But yeah, I like to do a couple of recorded videos a week. Just haven't had time to do it, you know. Got a lot going on at the house. Got a lot going on with trucking. Got a lot of money moves trying to make. I was trying to get this deal set up to have a kiosk in the Mall of America, and yeah, glad I did not sign that deal because market. You know, this was right before the coronavirus. This is like the beginning of the year I was working on this. Ooh, man, I bet I would have took a loss on that one. That would have been an L, a big fat L at this point. It was going to cost me about 30 grand to get everything set up on it. And really, I was wanting it more for the holiday in the mall right now. It's like, nah, not going to sign on that yet. We'll wait and see how it comes back. Plus, the Mall of America, the people who own Mall of America, they put the Mall of America up as collateral to buy the American Dream Mall out there in New Jersey. You know, when you're coming out of New York, I cannot remember the road. Maybe it's like Highway 5, maybe. Don't quote me on that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The big American Dream Mall. You know, it's got like a theme park in it. You know, they tried to make it like the Mall of America, but it's not doing so well. And the Mall of America is not doing so well. And, you know, they put that Mall of America for like $3 billion worth of collateral. It's going to work for them. So I'm a little iffy to get in business with anybody like that, you know, because they're making some stretches, you know, like they're staying in their, like, when I think of business, you know, it's like they're staying in their realm, you know. They're staying, sorry, I don't know what that was. I heard something sound like somebody was talking right by my door. but they're staying in their realm of business, but they're stretching themselves so thin. And then you get a bad economy. When you stretch yourself so thin, it's like all it takes is one little piece of fishing line tripwire, and you're done. And so yeah, I worry about that with them to sign a long term deal. Um, I don't know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something. Sound like somebody screaming right beside my truck. I don't know where the hell they're at. Oh well. Anyway, back to the moral of the story. Okay, here the guy is. Yeah, in his flip flops and his uh basketball shorts and his cut off t-shirt. He's a truck driver, boys. He's a truck driver. uh, having a super loud conversation. Having a super loud conversation on a speakerphone. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's get back to some comments. Kangaroo Truckers, thank you, Cash. I love this crazy industry. This is a great community you got. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate this community very much. Guys like Kangaroo Trucker, DIY Semi, always coming through. Al Johns, yeah, I appreciate it. Al John says, yes, CDL equals adventure for sure. The problem solving will definitely get better. Yeah, that's a lot of it. I see these Swift guys running around here at this truck stop because, the Costco across the street. And, I just look at that like, they got a lot to learn, but I'm not judging them because hell, at one point I was a stupid rookie making all the dumb moves in the truck stops, but it's definitely an adventure, it is. It's fun though if you like it, if you progress in it, it's okay. But those guys that get stuck on that rookie level and they make it more complicated than it needs to be, then maybe it's not for them. Al John says 3 hurricanes missed us. Our Memphis friends are praying. Yeah, man. I'm glad they missed you on those hurricanes. I was watching the Weather Channel, man. They were showing. That's one thing I don't like to do is watch the Weather Channel. But funny story. I was watching it the other day. When I can't remember what hurricane it was. I was sitting in Arby's. I forgot where I was at, but they had the Weather Channel on in Arby's, and I was sitting there watching it. And they got a guy out there in the middle of the hurricane on the boardwalk with his microphone, and he's literally wearing like ski goggles. He's got on a big, thick rubber suit, and he's out there. The winds are blah, blah, blah. And they pan over and they show the water, and there's literally a guy walking down the beach in a pair of flip flops and a tank top. And I'm like, dude, you look like such an ass out there in your goggles and your big raincoat. Like, it ain't that bad, apparently, because there's a guy walking down the beach in a pair of sandals and, a tank top. Like, oh, let's see here. James Morrow says, that's what originally interested me in trucking in the early 90s. It just seemed like such an adventure, and here I am now. Yeah, that's most of us. I think if you get into it just for the money, I think those are a lot of the guys that bail out because in the beginning, the money is not that good, to say the least, So I think that's why a lot of guys bail out in the beginning. But like I said, if you enjoy the puzzle that is trucking, if you enjoy trying to solve what's going down, I think you'll enjoy it. And you just learn what works, you figure out what doesn't work, and you refine it. It's like anything, you refine it. It's like trucking it, to me, well, life in general, it's like it's a constant state of refining things to me. Figure out what works, figure out what doesn't work, what you like to do, what makes money, and find that median in what you want to do and what makes money, and where you can get comfortable in there. That's probably where you need to be. Let's see. Al John says, "LOL. I like to joke with my boss. I didn't go to school for 4 weeks to have some pinhead tell me how to drive a truck." Yeah, yeah. That ADHD kicks in trucking. They tell you, you could have a CDL in 3 weeks, and then you could be in a big truck on the fourth week. And I'm like, that sounds more like my speed. Why would I commit to 18 months when I can just commit to, 3 weeks? Um, 2 years, that's community college. Yeah, yeah, Al Johns, that's exactly right. Al Johns just subscribed to DIY Semi. Yeah, I think he's one of those guys on YouTube you should definitely give a shot. I want to tell you just go subscribe to subscribe. But I will tell you to go check him out because he's one of those guys that's worth checking out. Um, you know, I'm glad he comes by here because that's a smart trucker that actually has a channel that has something of value in it, and yeah, I mean it's not drama and he said she said and that type of thing. Let's see, because I think of YouTube as educational to me. It's a little bit of entertainment, but it's mostly educational. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I like to watch guys in all aspects of the industry. Whether it be hot shot, company drivers, heavy haul, but I pick out the ones that actually bring value. Car hauling. I don't care what part of the industry they're in, but I want to learn about that part of the industry, not what some guy's having for lunch or whatever. Like it always kills me when they show what they're eating or whatever. Nothing wrong with that, but like if you want to show what you're eating and then move on, that's fine. Or like, hey, I had this for dinner, it was good. You guys should try it. I'm all about a recommendation, but like I seen a guy eating up ramen noodles the other day, and I'm just like, everybody in the mama knows how to heat up a ramen noodle. It's like it's not that difficult. You heat up some water, you throw them in, you stir it till they're soft. Pretty much got it down. Anyway, let's see here. Ooh, where we at? Where we at? Yeah, subscribe to DIY Semi. That's a good move. That's a good move. Kangaroo Trucker. Oh, I started YouTube like before he did, and he's already got more subscribers than me. So that tells you right there. He's putting out some pretty good stuff. Um, Kangaroo Trucker. Al Johns works way harder than me. Dang. Yeah. 26 stops, man. What are you delivering? Like, are you delivering like wine by the bottle? Are you going to like people's house and delivering like a 6-pack of beer? Like, that is a lot of stops in a day, man. Holy crap! Like, I mean, do you work for like the Beer Run app? Like you just bring people like a 40 ouncer because those have to be quick stops, man. Those have to be quick. Like that makes me nervous just thinking about 26 stops. I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to get that done? Let me put up my Bluetooth. I got her charged up. Got the Blue Parrot. You guys should check them out. They're pretty good. Pretty good. I charge that thing about, I don't know, once a week, every 5 days or so. I talk on it quite a bit as well. Paul Harris in the house every live I do, and I appreciate that. Paul Harris says, someone yanking your chain. Yeah. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of cars in this parking lot, I've noticed. Like, I don't know if these are like, this must be one of those spots where everybody parks and goes home for the weekend. Or something. I don't know. Al John says, well, I've found a job I can stand, but they hate truckers down here. LOL, 15 an hour for those banana loads, but got my quick just in case. Yeah, man. Whoo, $15 an hour to be a truck driver, dude. I mean, even if the cost of living's low, it's like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I got a kid that works at Dairy Queen for $13 an hour. Like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous to like be a CDL driver. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. Kangaroo Trucker, Planet Jersey. Yeah, I always think of you whenever I go to Jersey, man. That freaking Planet Jersey, because I always get that stupid stop in Jersey City. That's like right there by the Statue of Liberty. And that thing is no joke. Let's see. Paul Harris says, "Kiss me where it stinks. Welcome to Jersey." Yeah, you're in a rough part of the country when you can go in for free, but every road out is a toll road. They got you. You know they got you because they're like, "You want to go across this bridge? $40. Thank you." And you're like, "Gladly, here's $40. Go to hell," whatever you got to say to them. Let's see here. Kangaroo Trucker says, "Agree with you, Paul Harris." Yeah. Welcome to Jersey. Like I said, if it pays right, we'll talk, but it better pay really good. I'm not doing it for free. I need about $500-$600 a day to be in Jersey, like after I've paid for everything. Al John says, "Oh, LOL, put a hood ornament on your truck is going to knock your mileage down to 7 miles per gallon." Yeah, I don't do nothing that affects my fuel economy, man. You know what I mean? It's the way to be. Asian My Show in the house. What's up, Asian My? Appreciate you coming in, brother. That's the man right there. You guys ain't got the Asian My Show. That's one of those. I joke if you don't have him. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Go get the Asian My Show. One of my favorite channels on YouTube. I never, ever, ever miss a Asian My video. He's actually making me want to go move furniture for a living. I mean, like, it just looks like so much fun lifting furniture all day and then driving a truck once you're done lifting all that heavy furniture. It probably would get me in shape. So that's the only reason I'm intrigued by it. I'm like, when I was working at Cisco, I was about 40 pounds lighter than I am right now. So, maybe I need that money motivation to get up off my butt. I'll see here. Thanks for coming in, Asian Mai. Mr. Eagle says, check out Peterborough Steve on YouTube, Rush Trucking Center, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Got mine from him. All his builds are owner-operator spec. I have a 53 Conestoga flatbed. All right. I think I've seen that guy on YouTube. Pretty sure I have. Peterbilt Steve. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that guy. I'll see here. Where we at? In kind of late. Hope all is well. Yeah, man. Anybody's welcome here at any time. Come rolling in. We'll talk some trucking. You got any issues you wanna throw at the community here? More than welcome. Anthony Drummond, what's up, Cash? About to go get this money. I've been missing your lives. You're up too early going live. Yeah, I've been throwing them out a little early this week. Not really doing a whole lot this week. I took off. Let's see, what was I off this week? I was off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Came back Thursday. So basically, I took off 5 days this week. The weekly recap is going to be pitiful this week. Not a good run at it this week. I did one load from Minnesota down to Illinois, and it was not even a good load. It was a load I took to get to a good load. So sacrificed a week, basically. Don't care. I run hard. So what I like to do is run hard and then take off a bigger chunk of time like that, Plus, I'm through the house a lot. I don't stress it. That's one of the main reasons I became an owner-operator is, when I want to go home, I point this joker to the house and I go home. But I also know I can't do that all the time or, it doesn't work financially. If I wanted to be at home every day, I just have to go be a company driver because it's hard to make that work for me as an owner operator in Minneapolis. In the future, I'm going to work on that though. Probably gonna run hard like I am right now for a couple more years. I'm hoping the market stays with me and I can really stack some cash because I'm trying to get to the point to where just pay off a bunch of stuff. Like that's the main goal here. Just pay it all off. You know, you don't have to have the fancy stuff, the nice stuff. I've never been materialistic. So get some of this stuff paid off, get some of this debt done, get some of these babies in college and or through college. And I got a 2-year old. I'm grooming him to be a doctor right now. So I got some bills coming on that one, but yeah, that's what we're working on right now. And then once I get that done, I think what I'm gonna do is once I get it to a better level, what I'd like to do is I'll probably just do some local transfer stuff, like right there in Minneapolis. Like probably never leave the Twin Cities area. Um, let's see here. Where was I at? Paul Harris says, if you don't learn something every day, you missed out. YouTube University. Yeah, no kidding. A lot to be learned here. Let's see here. K Save in the house. Late to the party. No worries, K Save. I see you got your cheese curds today. If you go to Wisconsin and you don't buy cheese curds, it's bad luck, I've heard. So, K-Save got cheese curds in Wisconsin. He will have a great, merry rest of the week, I'm sure. BOC in the house. What's up, BOC? Another one of my favorite YouTube channels right there. I love that truck he just bought. I watched your video today, but I was driving at the time, so I didn't leave a comment. I'll go back and get a comment left on there for you, though. I like that truck, man. I like any truck that's made of rust and wood. Oh, I had to do it to you. I had to do it to you because I'm jealous. You know what I mean? Let me throw some shade on BOC and be a troll because I'm jealous. Ain't that that's the way YouTube works, right? When you get jealous and instead of just being a man about it, you just make fun of his truck. That's all I can do because BOC's got it going on over there. Yeah, I like that truck, man. I like that truck. If you guys don't know, go check out BOC's last couple of videos. He's got he just bought, I believe it's a 2001 Western Star 4900. It is nice. It is nice. It's black. It's got a 6NZ Caterpillar and a nice little 13-speed tranny. So, yeah, that thing is going to be sweet. Yeah, I'm just trolling. But yeah, thanks for coming in, BOC. Good to see you in here. Skylar Peters says, yep, throwing freight helps you in shape. Plus, you don't get to worry about not passing a DOT physical. Yeah, no doubt. I just did my DOT physical. I scooped that 1 year because I do have diabetes. They do not give me that 2-year. And honestly, if I would just lose some weight and exercise, I probably wouldn't be it's like I take medication, but then when like I eat right and I exercise, I don't even need the medication, because I check my blood sugar like 2 or 3 times a day. I'm not on insulin. I'm on a pill. And I really don't need the pill other than the fact that I'm lazy and I don't have discipline when it comes to eating. It's so funny. I have like, I don't know, like I could stop a heroin addiction on a dime. You know what I mean? Stop smoking. Like just one day was like, I'm going to stop smoking. I stopped smoking. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. The discipline. But when it comes to food, on the other hand, I have none. I have zero. Financial discipline, aces. Got no problem. Very frugal. You put a freaking, cake and pie in front of me. I'm a true fat kid from way back. Cake and pies. You know what I mean? Like somehow I want to make a cake that is a pie, or a pie that is, you know what I mean? Like that's my train of thought. BLC says just trolling. Yeah, man, that truck is sweet. I cannot wait to see that thing done. Um, and honestly, that's exactly what I have. I'm dying to see, like the end the process of getting this truck right. And like I said, if you guys don't know, go check out BOC. He's got a nice little channel over there. Just bought a 2001 Western Star. Gonna get that thing completely redone, sandblasted frame. I'm talking like redone. Um, I'm waiting to see how that works, man, because I've been thinking for years that, I want to do that and just buy, because I did that with my Kenworth I had. It was an older truck, and I just went through and front to back, everything to get it right. And given it was pretty right when I got it, but, I like that concept of getting a nice older truck that is spec'd good, like really good for what I need, and then just maintain like that system. Because then you know what you got, It's like when you buy a used truck, it's like I always tell people, when you buy a used truck is like a scratch-off lottery ticket. You do not know what you've got until you've done paid for it and you're out there scratching it. Yeah, I mean, you got to peel some layers off to see what you got. And that's my take on a used truck. You can go get it dynoed, you can go get it whatever, but you best believe you're gonna have to do some work to it. Super chat in the house. K Safe says there's got to be a dirty doctor in your area for 2 years. Yeah. I will tell you this. I don't think I should be. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. The guy I go to is about as good as it's gonna get. You know what I mean? It's about as good as it's gonna get. It's one of those. It's one of those. I mean, I don't want to give too much away. He's very good at DOT physicals. Very good. If you're ever in Minneapolis and you need a DOT physical, drop me an email. I got my email down there in the description. I'll send you to the right guy. To be honest with you, they don't remember me from anybody, so I could go in there and lie. I guarantee you, if I went in there and said, no, I never had any problems. I've never had diabetes, never had high blood pressure. Hell, I'm the healthy as a horse. He'd give me the 2 year. I know he would. But honestly, I kind of like the 1 year because it keeps me in check. Like the day I got the DOT physical in my hand, I was thinking like, ooh, what should I go get that I shouldn't have? Let me smash a king size M&Ms real quick just to get started. Like as soon as I walk out of the place, it's like, why? So I don't know. That's let me kick on a fan here. It's getting a little warm in here. Yeah. So I'm kind of glad I do the. I'm not mad that I only get the 1 year, because honestly, 2 year. There. Let's see if that helps. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's not hot out. It's just oh, here we go. I bumped into this. Oh, screwed up my chat. Where am I at? Let me get back to it. Yeah, throwing freight helps. For sure. Let's see, where was I at? Anthony Drummond says that's why drivers at UPS can't retire. Too much debt. I've seen drivers retire here just to die right after. Sad. Yeah. I'm not gonna be out here running hard forever. It's just not my style. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to put together things out, and it's just I've thought about buying more trucks and doing it that way, but truckers, I'll just be honest with you, truckers are a bit of a pain in the butt. Like if you get a good one and you can hire a good one, And okay, maybe two, maybe three, but like the more you start to hire, the more you've got an option, or the more likely it is you're going to get a bad one. And one bad one can, it's just, oh man, like, I'm not saying all drivers, but there's some prima donnas out there, you know. Um, watch Calvin Leaks. You know, look at how that last guy he had did his truck. Um, you know, bald tires tore all to hell, truck, you know, transmission messed up, you know, just all kind of problems. And the guy never said anything was wrong with the truck. You know, trailer looked like it'd never been cleaned out in a year, you know, just you get those kind of people. So I'm trying to build some things outside of trucking right now. Like I said, I had a little deal to set up a kiosk in the Mall of America, but I kind of let that fall through because of you know, the COVID thing. The mall traffic was just down too much. But you know, when now that the holiday season's rolling around, I'm starting to look into it again. It's probably a little late to get it going like I want to get it going right now, so I may wait till next year on that. But you know, I'm working on some things outside of trucking. Um, you know, get it now while it's good, but I got other irons and other fires outside of trucking. You know, I left trucking for like years. You know, I had truck. You know, I bought a truck, had my own authority. You know, everything, and you know, gave it up. Had a business outside of trucking that did very well. Rode that way for about 5 years, and then came back to trucking. You know, it's my steady. You know what I mean? It's like it's always here. It's always money. I know how to make it work, but it's not something I want to do to the day I die. That's for sure. On a level of which I'm doing it now. I shouldn't say I don't want to do it till the day I die, because I really do enjoy driving the truck. Um, like, especially when things work out, you know, like when you're sitting in traffic all day or it's a crappy day, I hate that. But, you know, when you're rolling down a decently smooth freeway with the tunes blaring, you ain't got, you know, nobody to bug you or whatever, you know, you're just chilling. Those days are nice, especially when you're, you know, banking a big chunk of money for doing that. But, you know, Case A says cheese curds, aged cheddar, beef jerky, cheese sticks for the baby. We're stocked. Yeah, man, that place is awesome. I love that place. Um, they they have a cheddar cheese that has dried cranberries in it. That is really good. And they also have a wedge of cheese there that is it's like a white cheddar, and it's got raspberry flavoring in it. And man, that stuff is good. It's like flaky cheddar. You know, you can like break it, just breaks off. You can't even slice it. It's so it's like crumble, you know. Love that place, man. Love that place. Scholar P when it's in front of me, a true fat kid at heart. Yeah, man, you know, like, I mean, come on, man. I was born fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was big from the word go. You know what I mean? Uh, I came out, and my formula was coconut cake flavored. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you again for this super chat, K-Save. You are the man. I appreciate you. Paul Harris says, I've been watching these guys with Landstar. They buy a $10,000 truck, put another 20 in it, and they say they're ahead of the game. Yeah, there's something about the auction that's really big right now, and I think it's because of all these mega fleets and a lot of turnover and a lot of bankruptcy, and just a lot of it just seems like there's more used trucks on the market. So a lot of that ends up at auction truck, and you know, it's just like I heard somebody say it one time a long time ago. The auction is for selling, not for buying. And I can't say that's always correct, because sometimes you can snag a deal at an auction. But for a big majority, especially trucks at the auction, you gotta watch. You really got to know your engines, you got to know your transmissions, you got to know your specs on trucks, and you gotta know what you're looking for before you go. Because you can't go to the auction just saying, "Well, I'm going to buy whatever I like that's there." You've got to know what you're looking for before you go to an auction. Which you should know what you're looking for before you go to the truck dealership or anywhere. But yeah, I mean, if you buy a $10,000 truck and you put 20,000 into it, uh, I'm not going to say you're wrong in that aspect, because at least you know what you got. If you go buy a $30,000 truck at a dealership, you really don't know what you got. As far as, like, you don't know when things have been replaced. You can look at it and judge it, but you don't really know. Whereas if you buy the $10,000, you know what a lot of those parts on there are. Like BOC bought this. He bought that Western Star. Put a new alternator on it, a new AC compressor, basically a new AC system. So you're starting off with new stuff, and it's still a used truck. So it's a concept. I mean, I'm not. It's like everything in trucking. There is no right and wrong way. There's just different ways. It's like when people say, "Well, what's a good starter company?" You just got to try it. Like, because the thing of it is you only start with one company. No one has experience of, well, I went to school with this company and went through training, and then I quit and went to school and went through training with another company. Most people just with one company, so they only know the one company. I mean, there's better, there's worse, there's just different ways about it. I do say this: the last time when I bought my last Freightliner, my 2013 Cascadia, they were trying to get me to buy a 2006 Columbia, and they wanted about half of what I paid for my. And that Columbia had a rebuilt engine. It had about 400,000 miles on a rebuild. And newer truck's probably better. And let me tell you, that newer truck was a piece of junk. So you're not always doing better with a newer truck. It's it's a crapshoot either way. 13 in the house, 16 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that for me, please. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check that out. Paul Harris says, I know you want to hit Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons for a donut or two. Yeah, thank you, Doc. Yeah, Tim Hortons is a bummer to me. They built the Tim Hortons where I used to live up in Maple Grove. But they built the Tim Hortons up there in where I used to live in Maple Grove. And every time I go there, they're out of everything. I mean, they advertise on the front window, new sandwich available. I go in there, hey, give me that new sandwich. Oh, we don't have none of those. All right, well, give me a Diet Pepsi. Oh, we're out of Diet Pepsi. Like, well, damn, what do you have? Like, went in there one morning to get donut holes for kids. Oh, we're out of glazed donut holes. I'm like, that's like your number one thing you sell. Like, so I don't even go there anymore. Like, and they closed the one. They opened one, like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 miles from that one, and they didn't close that one down. Like, Tim Hortons is not doing good in Minneapolis. I'll tell you that. Cisco does the delivery for Tim Hortons, and when they first started opening Tim Hortons in Minneapolis, they do, not everywhere, but I'm sure that's regional. But in Minneapolis, Cisco got the contract to deliver Tim Hortons, and it was a nightmare. Like, in the way, whoever is the regional manager of Tim Hortons in the Minneapolis area is not doing a good job. Needs to be rethought. I'll see here, but yeah, as soon as I get that long form, that DOT long form put in my hand, my immediate thought was, where's the closest Quick Trip? I need some apple turnovers. Oh, I'm like, why? Let's see. One bad driver will put your MC in ICU. Yes. Um, they have that problem here where I'm at. They don't bring on a lot of drivers. A lot of drivers been here for a long time. They got the group, like the old school group that's been here since like the beginning. They got like they got about 20 drivers that have been here like from way way back, and those guys barely even run anymore. They made a crap ton of money in the past decade. They're like semi-retired. And then you got your other group of guys that run hard, and occasionally somebody will leave, they replace them, and yeah, we get a lot of goof offs. It's just a hit or miss when you hire. It's like they can have a good record. They could do 10 years at Schneider and be perfectly fine, and then they come over here and they're an owner operator. They take that. We had one guy that had paid off a Schneider finance truck and came over here, and he's doing okay. He's doing pretty good. But we had another guy that I talked to him, and he had been at Schneider or one of those I think it was Millis. He had been at Millis for like 10 years, had a spotless record, and he came over here and he went and bought a truck, and he just couldn't. I don't know what was going on. He couldn't handle the like having a freedom, like he was like, they let him go. Like in the first 6 months, he got like 2 speeding tickets, and like big speeding tickets, like like construction zone speeding tickets. And they're just like, yeah, no, one guy's not going to kill our insurance rate, so we got to let you go. So that one driver, that's all it takes. That one driver. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? Skylar Peter says, we just had a guy run through a school zone at 65, and then another guy roll a truck just this. It only takes 1 or 2 drivers to ruin it for everyone else. Yeah, this week. Yeah, man, when I was at USA Truck, it was unbelievable the accidents they racked up. Of course, I still say the most famous YouTube trying to make that U-turn at that low bridge. It's like, dude, you should have backed up that one street and then went back the way you came. But no, he's going to do a U-turn. You know the one. I mean, he tears that truck all to hell. Yeah. I mean, USA Truck, man, they used to have us in there in a meeting every other day. Like, slow down when you take a ramp. And I'm like, that's good advice. That's real good advice. But I mean, they were rolling on average. They were rolling a truck a day when I was there. For like a whole month, they averaged 1 rollover a day for an entire month. Like, and then they had the one big one. The guy was going, I think, through Toledo. When you're coming on 75 South, there's a big sharp curve as you come into Toledo. They got like big overhead signs, that say warning, 40, 50 mile an hour curve. He comes around that thing wide open, never slows down. He ignores the flashing lights, all the signs, hangs that curve wide open, rolls the truck on video, and the news crew comes out there, and he says, they get out of the truck, and they're like, well, what happened, sir? He said, I was in a hurry. My company told me I had to hurry up and get this load there. Like, the one thing you should not say when the news crew shows up. My company told me to hurry up. But, oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, when you're trying to hire a lot of people, you're going to get a lot of people that have no brain cells left. Brewer says, Skylar, watch your company's insurance get jacked up, and they'll start dropping owner-operators soon. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, they thinned them out here, man. Like, the owner, I was talking to the owner of the company, and he was telling me what, he talked to the insurance company, and he said, yeah, a lot of the guys that work here have things on their record because they've been driving forever. You know what I mean? They put in a lot of miles. They got things going, like, But they thinned out a bunch here, man. They got last year when the insurance renewal came around. They just had some heart to hearts with some guys. $1,000 a year because you can't slow down in a construction zone. It's just the way it is. Um, it's just the way it is, And I had that. I had that running the red light because of the freaking camera. Half my truck's over the damn line when it goes red, and they expect me to stop. So they got me. But I got to get that lawyer, man. Get that. I got TVC Pro Driver, TV, T as in toy, V as in Victor, C as in Charlie. Run over here. Oh man. Oh man, you can get delivery here. I checked Burger King. I tried to get Burger King to deliver. I got that Burger King app. Burger King don't deliver here. Burger King uses DoorDash. They don't have DoorDash out here. But anyway, yeah, I got that TVC Pro Driver to argue that away. I got it reduced down to a parking ticket. Don't get me wrong, the parking ticket cost twice what the damn running the red light ticket was. They gave me a $250 parking ticket. I didn't even know there was such thing as a $250 parking ticket. But let me tell you, when it comes back around to insurance rates, I pay that $250 because it's a heck of a lot cheaper than running a red light on your record. And I don't go to Hannibal, Missouri anymore. You go through Hannibal, Missouri, you be very, very careful on those red lights. Those things are set up to get you. They got me, and then the last time I went through there was about a month after they got me, and there was a truck in front of me going through the red light, got him the same exact way. I seen the flash go off on the camera. It's like half his truck was over it when it went yellow, and it goes, there ain't no it don't go from green, yellow, red. You usually think you got like a second or two. Them sons of bitches go green, yellow, red. Like there's no time on yellow. Yellow ain't even a second. Yellow's like green, yellow, red. You got no time to stop. So, and they don't care you're hauling a bunch of weight because they're going to write you that ticket because they know you're going to pay it because it's a criminal offense in Hannibal, Missouri. A lot of times you get a red light ticket, you don't care. It don't go on your record. They just so yeah. Get TVC. They fought it. TVC drug it out in court for 4 months. They just kept making that cop show up in court. And I was like, that's well worth the money right there. I don't care what I had to pay TVC Pro Driver. The fact that they kept dragging that cop to court, because what they were going to do is they was going to keep dragging that cop to court, and then the second that cop didn't show up, they were going to get it dismissed. But that cop kept showing up. But I mean, it was like every 3 or 4 weeks they would set a new trial date. And yeah, they said they were gathering evidence. I was like, nice. So I'll promote TVC Pro Driver just for that. Not that I'm against the police, but I am against stupid red light cameras. Like, don't play with me. Like, I'm trying to do a job here. I'm trying to earn money. Oh, guys, but I think I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Let me run through these comments. My throat is getting a little scratchy here. Paul Harris says they handpick those cheap trucks. It takes a year from them to find one. Yeah, just because something's cheap doesn't mean it's the best deal. I've learned that the hard way many, many a times. Skylar Peter says, we're just company, but yeah, they were already saying their insurance is going to go way up. We've already been pulled back into the scales again. Bye-bye green lights. Yeah, I was getting a bunch of red lights there for a while, man. But it's getting a little better now. It's getting a little better. Let's see. And they've been trying to get some owner operators to update their trucks here too, Not like you have to, but they got some pretty good deals they're offering. They got a truck dealership they're working with there in Minnesota now. And it is helping to get some of the guys, that's got the older beat up, trucks into something a little newer. Let's see. Anthony Drummond says, thinking about buying equipment from Pedigree Truck Sales. They want charge at least 15 to 20% financing. That's crazy. Yeah, I would not buy from Pedigree if you're going to finance at Pedigree. Um, um, I don't know. I'll say their trucks don't seem that bad, but just remember, you've had a lot of rookies driving those trucks. That's one thing, like I like to know the fleet my truck comes from. And Prime, like you're getting a lot of newbies driving those trucks, and like they're rough on them. Let's see. Anthony Pedigree refused to sell me a reefer for 25,000 ego, and I put him in check. 2 weeks later, paid 15,000 for a 2015 reefer. Yeah, I mean I've looked into those Pedigree trucks. They're not. I don't know. They're not a great deal. They're not like they're they're at market price or a little better than market price. I think they're a little higher price than what, and then the financing is out the roof. Like I've heard people talk about their financing before. The best rate you can get is like 15%. Like I'm not paying 15% financing on a truck. I'm just not. Like um, you know, you can do better getting financed through a regular dealership. Um, Paul Harris says semi-retired semi-driver. Yeah, he's semi. Some people work well with being told what to do. They have issues being independent. Yeah, it goes both ways, man. Sometimes you can't be too independent. Sometimes, some guys, they come over here after being company drivers for a long time, and they want that. They think freedom is 75 miles. It's probably not. It's probably not. Trucker Wild TV. What's up, Trucker Wild? How's that life going over there? Uh, how is life going? Trucker Wild said, Who's that Swift?" Yeah, we got a lot of Swifts over here where I'm at right now. Um, let's see. Paul Harris says Covenant had a daily safety message. It was more like the accident report. Yeah, I've worked at those places before. It's like Swift. It's a huge company, so you hear about the problems percentage. It may not be that bad. Yeah, USA Truck was like that. They already had 2,700 trucks, and they were trying to aggressively grow. And it's like, and then you're trying to hire 40 or 50 more. You're bringing in like 100 and something people a week. So you're gonna get some crack babies in the situation. DoorDash. Yeah, I'm out here in Morris, Illinois. There's not a whole lot of option. I went in and got a sandwich here at the place I'm at. Uh, Charlie's Philly cheesesteak sandwich shop or whatever the hell the place is called was not bad. Wasn't bad. That beef on that cheesesteak was a little dry though. I will say that. Not bad though. I'd do it again. Yeah. DoorDash, Grubhub, man, those are lifesavers. Uber Eats. Although Uber Eats, boy, they're stacking on some fees these days. Jeez Louise, man. I was at the house the other day, and I was sitting there with the baby, and I was gonna get me a double quarter pounder meal and him a Happy Meal. And man, I looked it up on Uber Eats, and the damn thing was like $33 for a double quarter pounder and a Happy Meal. And I'm like, you can kiss my ass. I will like wait till the baby wakes up and we will go to McDonald's. Like, Scholar Peter says, see you, Cash. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. Everybody in the house, 19 likes. Hit that like button for me if you could. Bro, that's crazy. I have the money for the down payment. I'm like, you can make a living off of me, but not a killing. Yeah. That's an extreme interest rate right there, man. Anthony, exactly. I use my down payment to pay cash, so I guess thank you, arrogant security guard. Hey, sometimes it works out the way it's got to work out. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it works out for the best. The other day I was supposed to leave the house Wednesday, and I couldn't leave the house Wednesday. I had something come up, and I was a little ticked about it because I had a good paying load from Minnesota to New Jersey, and I had to call and cancel that one. And I hate canceling, you know what I mean? This is not in my nature to cancel a load once I've agreed to something, but I really could not get around it. On the 30th is when that exemption runs out, so I had to get that done. My DOT fiscal, it expired back at the beginning of August, but I've been running the exempt uh, DOT physical to stretch it out. You know what I mean? Like, why not wait another month to go get it? It's another month that I don't have to renew it next year. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's what I did. But it all worked out because then I got this load down to here, and then I got a load from Chicago going down to North Carolina. So basically, I'm making the same amount of money in the same amount of time, and I don't have to go to New Jersey. Win, win, win. Winning. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna get out of this parking spot. I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna chill over there tonight because they are open 24/7. They got restrooms. They got plenty for another driver coming through here. Somebody comes through here tonight needing a parking spot. I give him this one. He can have this one. Ended up with 20 likes tonight. 21 likes. Wow, somebody hit it right as I said it. Thank you, everybody, for hitting those likes. Pretty good live show tonight. Thanks, everybody, coming in. Appreciate all the conversation. You guys keep me entertained while I sit here. I don't play well when I'm alone, or I don't have good thoughts when I'm. I'd rather be hanging out with you guys than just sitting here by myself. 22 likes. Thank you, everybody. We'll do it again tomorrow, probably. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes to get loaded. We may do another one tomorrow. I know that place that I'm picking up typically takes a little time to load because it's a 4-stop load they got to put on there, and it's a jumbled mess, so it takes them a while to get it in there. They got to figure out what they can double stack. What the load? It's going to be about 20,000 pounds to North Carolina. I do North Carolina. That's my little region. That's Minnesota to North Carolina. That's kind of my route. I built me a nice little customer base back and forth. So I enjoy that run. I advise people to do that. If you're an owner operator, pick an area. You may have to fill it out a little bit. Go here, go there, go here, go there. Figure out where you like to run, where you like to be. Make it happen because you'll build your customers, and it just works out better for you. Like the 4 deliveries I have in North Carolina, I'm not even stressing them. I've been to all 4 places before. I know what to expect. I know where they're at. Hell, honestly, I could probably do this whole route without even using the GPS, and it pays good. So that's the way you want to be, or it's the way I want to be. I shouldn't speak for you, but Ver says no debt on my new to me reefer. Hey man, that's a win. That's a win. A 2015 reefer for that price is like, make sure the VIN number's good on that, man. That thing might be stolen at that price. I'm just messing with you. But I appreciate everybody coming in, guys. I'm out of here. 23 likes. Thank you, everybody. Awesome time hanging out with you guys. Y'all be safe out there. Take care of each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow, probably. Later.